morning, and today we are in my sunlit luxury kitchen making chicken korma. This is what I call my fancy chicken korma. We take the extra step to pre-marinate the chicken, which will then bake in the oven. You know, if you order, say, chicken tikka meat in your curry, that's what we're aiming for. Hello, dear. Yeah, I know you're beautiful, pussycat. So yeah, let's get on with it. So I've already started to make my chicken marinade. I've got 4 chopped chicken breasts, 1 tablespoon of plain yoghurt. I've used Greek yoghurt because that's what I've got. 1 tablespoon of oil. Okay, and then we're going to add some lemon. It should be the juice of 1 lemon, but that's easier, isn't it? Okay, then everything else I'm going to pop in. 1 teaspoon of garam masala, nice heaped spoon. 1 teaspoon, again heaped, curry powder. About half a teaspoon of garlic powder, garlic granules or powder. Half a teaspoon of salt. And 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric. I like that because it gives it a nice yellow colour and it's really good for you. And then mix it all up until it's all completely mixed. Cover it and marinate it for at least 2 hours in the fridge or leave it overnight. Okay? I've preheated my oven on a medium heat, 180 on fan oven. And what we're doing, we're putting the chicken onto a baking tray. I've put some greaseproof paper underneath. You know, I don't know why I do that. I just do. Does everybody do that? I don't know. Spread it out as best you can. This is going to cook down a bit, so don't worry. We're going to bake this in the oven. I mean, you can grill it. I don't like grilling because I just think it's too easy to burn things. We're going to bake that for 20 minutes and we're going to turn it halfway. Okay, and while that goes in the oven baking, we're going to make the curry sauce. Right, so you need 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil in your pan. I've used 1. Just try not to have too much oil. Mind you, when you see the cream going in, you'll think, what's she on about? A chopped onion. Now, I'm using slicers because my daughter likes nice big pieces of onion, but really you should use a chopped onion. The heat's low. On this Hobbit's 500, that's on a stew mode, and you want to saute those onions off for about 10 to 12 minutes until they're a nice golden brown. Okay, stirring them as you go. And while you're doing that, don't forget to turn your chicken round halfway. Alright? Okay, so the onions are sauteing, so let's just have a quick look at the rest of the ingredients for the korma sauce. 125 millilitres of double cream, or you can use coconut milk. I like a nice bit of double cream. Spices similar to the marinade. I've got half a teaspoon of garlic granules, a teaspoon of garam masala, a teaspoon of curry powder, a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of garlic. I've got about 1/4 teaspoon of chilli powder. Now if you like a more spicy curry, put more in or miss it out altogether. I found these little cardamom pods in the cupboard, so I'm chucking 6 of them in it as well. Give them cardamom pods. You also need 125 millilitres of chicken stock. I'm being lazy. I'm putting one of these chicken stock pot things in, plus 125 millilitres of water. And the only other thing that I want to discuss with you is almond butter. I'm going to put about a heaped dessert spoon to a tablespoon of almond butter in at the end. Now, I've seen a few recipes with almond butter in korma sauce, and it tells you to put it in just after the onions. But I'm telling you now, it burns. I'm going to put that in right at the end. And I just know from experience, if you put it in too soon, then you're going to burn it. Especially if you've got one of these crazy, what's it called, that hob? I can't remember what it's called. If you've got one, an induction hob. I forgot. It's my age. I do apologise. Make sure you keep stirring your onions as well when you're sautéing, because you don't want them to burn. Ooh! These induction hobs turn off when you lift the thing off the hob. I keep forgetting that. Again, I do apologise. Right, my onions are just about a nice golden brown. And what I'm going to do now is tip the whole lot of the dried spices in on the same heat. And I'm just going to stir that through and cook that for 2 minutes just to let off all the aromas and flavours. Right, so we've cooked that for 2 minutes. It kind of looks like that. Oh, it beeps at me every time I take it off. Right, we're going to put the wet ingredients in now. So we're putting in the double cream. We're putting in the water. And we're putting in the stock cube or pot thingy. And you can be posh and put in your own chicken stock, 125 millilitres. But most people aren't that posh. I'm not that posh anyway. I'm a little bit posh, but not so much that I use fresh chicken stock. So we're going to stir that. And we're going to leave that. We're going to put the lid on and we're going to leave that for 20 minutes. Now, do come back and check on it. Stir it every now and again. Alright, don't just leave it there. Not that I've ever just left it there, of course. I've never done that. I've never gone and started playing with my phone or something and totally burnt it. Certainly not going to happen today. So I've grabbed my lid and I've put that down onto a lower simmer. It's 120, whatever that means, but that's the lowest simmer I can find. 20 minutes. Oh, I've got a timer actually. Bing, 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 bing. 20 minutes. And don't forget to get your chicken out the oven while that's cooking. I've got two things going on. So yeah. Chicken out when it's ready. Leave that sauce for 20 minutes. I'll see you in a mo, Joe. Right, 20 minutes is up. I did come in and check it halfway through and I added a little bit more water. I mean like that sort of spoon, because it looked like it was drying out a little bit. But now it looks perfect. Turned it off just while I add my almond butter. I saw one recipe right once and it said 4 tablespoons. I mean, no way, that's more than one of them jars. I'm going to put between 1 and 2 of these in. I'm aiming for 1, but it'll go over. And that's why, because it's runny stuff, and that's why I'm saying 1 to 2. So, okay, I'm going in with a little bit more. That was about just under 1 tablespoon. I think that's about it. Right, so my induction hob's back on again. I'm stirring in the almond butter to mix it, and I'm going to put the chicken in it. It's a bit hot. Right, so what I'm going to do, there's quite a lot of liquid come out of the chicken. I'm going to put the whole lot with the liquid into the sauce, and just very carefully. Okay, so I've poured the water in. I'm going to put the chicken in with some tongs. Told you I was posh. Got my posh kitchen tongs out. You know what, this would be a lot easier if it didn't have baking paper in it. I don't know why I use baking paper, but I've already said that. You know what, don't use baking paper. It's making a simple job turn into something very hard work. You know what? I've just decided I'm not going to put all the chicken in. You know, if you've got a big family put all the chicken in, but it's only me and my daughter. I'm going to put half of it in, which I've just done. I'm going to freeze the other half and use it in another curry one day, and then it'll save a lot of cooking time and money. So yeah, chicken's in. Just remember I had some chopped frozen coriander in my freezer. Look what happened while I was getting it out. Catastrophe! Anyway, I retrieved the chopped coriander. I'm quite annoyed because I found some frozen chopped fresh ginger in there as well. I would have put that in the curry, but I didn't know I had it. About a dessert spoonful. You don't have to put this in. I would have mentioned it earlier, blimey, but I didn't know I had it. So I've stirred that in, the chicken's gone in, and to be honest, 5 to 10 minutes. 5 if it looks thick enough, 10 if it looks like it needs a bit of thickening up. Don't put the lid on. And it's done. You can just turn it off. I always leave curries to sit for about half an hour. But you don't have to, it's ready. I will leave mine to sit while I boil some rice. So yeah, that fits in with the 20 minutes. And that's going to be a really delicious tea. Also to say, have a taste at this point if you want more salt. I didn't add any salt because there's salt in the stock cube. If you want extra salt, extra chilli, a bit of lemon juice, anything you think you might like, pop it in now in this last phase of cooking. But yeah, that's just about done now. Honestly, it's going to be really nice. It smells amazing.